In this session, we will look at the basic phonetic rules in singing Japanese songs. You will also be introduced to some repertoire of the most favored composers in Japan. But first, briefly about who we are. Japan Choral Association was officially established in 1948. It consists of 9 regional associations that are made up of 53 prefectural associations, and there are more than 4,000 member choirs. There are also 270 support members. Support members are companies and individuals who support the organization financially. Another key behind our long history is that JCA is given generous support by a big sponsor, Asahi Shimbun, a major newspaper company, since it was founded in 1948. JCA is holding several annual projects: All Japan Choral Competition, Children's Choral Festival, Mother's Choral Festival, Men's Choral Festival, JCA Youth Choir Project, and Asahi Composition Award for Chorus. As official publications, JCA issues a quarterly magazine called Harmony. We also publish a songbook of Western and Japanese choral masterpieces every year. At the annual national competition, the choirs need to choose one song from this songbook. One of these pieces is a work by the winner of Asahi Composition Award from the previous year. Through these annual events and projects, JCA is contributing to promoting choral culture through all generations of choral musicians and is investing into the future of choral music. This presentation is titled, Who's Afraid of Japanese Songs? Last year, I was in Lisbon for World Choral Expo, and I asked this choral conducting professor if they sing Japanese choral works in Europe. And then he said, no, Europeans don't sing Japanese songs very much because they are probably afraid of Japanese. So I was like, really? Because Japanese has only 5 vowels, a, I, U, E, O, like Italian. It's a simple language to sing. We don't have diphthongs, and Japanese consonants are simple. We don't have double consonants or triple consonants, so the consonants are simpler than Italian. So if you can sing Italian, you can sing Japanese too. Now you might be wondering if it's true. So let's listen to the first song today, Sakura by Toru Takemitsu. Takemitsu was probably one of the most acclaimed Japanese composers internationally in the 20th century. He was known worldwide for experimental and avant-garde style, but he also wrote some approachable songs with simple melody lines. These songs series written by Takemitsu are still loved by young singers these days, and they have become standard repertoire for many choirs in Japan. This Sakura, or Cherry Blossoms, was originally a traditional monophonic song, but Takemitsu arranged it into a colorful, exquisite harmony. Please listen to Sakura, sung by the World Youth Choir in China in 2008, from the link in the comment box. Sakura is probably the most beloved flower by Japanese people. In early spring, we enjoy viewing cherry blossoms, the beautiful pale pink petals covering the sky like the gorgeous opening of Takemitsu's Sakura. Now let's look at Japanese vowels. If you are not familiar with this chart, front means the tongue is pushed forward. So we have front vowels, I and E, then we have A, and we have back vowels, U and O. Japanese U is not rounded like U in European languages, but it's different from U. So Japanese U is just not rounded. It's U, U, U. So it's different from U, and it's also different from U. It's U. But there's a good news for you. If you find U is difficult, when you sing, it's okay if U is a little rounded. In fact, many singers and conductors prefer a little rounded U than U. So, especially when we work with young children, their U might sound a little like U, but in singing, this U sound is not considered beautiful. So it's okay if U is a little rounded. Michio Mamiya is another composer known worldwide. He did an extensive research on traditional folk music of different ethnic groups. Mamiya found his interest in rhythmical words used for sound effect in Japanese traditional folk songs and composed these composition series. This composition for chorus number 6, written for male chorus, consists of 3 movements. The first movement is based on 2 folk songs from local areas of Japan. In this piece, Mamiya uses the energy of hayashi kotoba, which are meaningless words just used for rhythmical effect. The music has a dynamic vibe, and the energy is expressed well with the rhythm of the words, along with the bright color of Japanese vowels. Please listen to the first movement of composition number 6, performed by Oedo Choraliers in Japan, from the link in the comment box. Japanese syllables are very simple. Each syllable has 1 consonant and 1 vowel, or a vowel only. In Japanese alphabets, each letter makes a syllable, and each syllable makes an equal beat. For example, when you read sakura, it's sakura, or love in Japanese is ai. These are 2 letters, a and i, so they are spoken in 2 beats, ai. So, English I is 1 syllable, but I in our mind is 2 syllables or 2 beats. When you sing English songs, there's usually 1 note for I, right? So you need to figure out when to glide from A to I during a note. But when you sing I in a Japanese song, you don't have to worry about that because there is always a note for A and another note for I. So basically, each letter is 1 consonant plus 1 vowel, or a vowel only. But there is 1 letter without a vowel, which is n. This one is n sound only, no vowel. And this one also makes 1 beat. For example, hello or merhaba in Japanese is konnichiwa. The second letter here is n. So when we say konnichiwa, there are 5 beats, konnichiwa. When it's written in Roman alphabet, you might think there are only 4 syllables, konnichiwa. But if you say konnichiwa in 4 beats, it sounds strange to us because a beat is missing here. So that's about Japanese syllables. Very simple. 1 letter, 1 syllable, 1 beat. Now let's listen to another song by Michio Mamiya, composition for chorus number 14. This was commissioned by YL Male Choir, which is Helsinki University Choir. You can listen to the recording from the link in the comment box. In this second movement, Kanjo, the text is taken from a Buddhist scripture, and we don't really understand every word because they are originally Sanskrit. Now, consonants. In Japanese, we have 15 consonants. These are 10 of them, combined with 5 vowels of Japanese, a, I, U, E, O. You can read the chart by combining each consonant with a vowel. For instance, the K column reads kaki, ku, ke, ko, and the M column reads mamimume mo, mostly very simple. However, there are some irregular patterns. When S consonant is combined with E vowel, it becomes shi in Japanese, not si, but shi. In the T column, with E vowel, it becomes chi, not T, but chi. And when T is with U vowel, it becomes tsu, not tu, but tsu. And when H sound is combined with U vowel, it becomes hu, not fu. We don't bite the lower lip. Hu is more like English who. And this R sound, Japanese R, is different from English, French, or German R, but it is the same as Spanish R without trill. So it's also close to Turkish R or Italian R without trill. Japanese R with vowels sound ra, ri, ru, re, ro. These on the left are the other 5 consonants combined with the 5 vowels. Most sound combinations follow the same pattern except for this D column, ji and zu of da, ji, zu, de, do. These half-size letters in the right-hand chart never appear alone. They are always attached to other letters and make a syllable together. For example, kya, kyu, kyo, gya, gyu, gyo, or nya, nyu, nyo. Again, these syllables are of equal beats, so they are kya, kyu, kyo, gya, gyu, gyo, and they don't become longer. So keeping these equal beats is the key for speaking Japanese sounds. If you are interested, these are IPA, International Phonetic Alphabets of Japanese Consonants. In summary, we only have single consonants, and most of them are very simple sounds. The next composer we'd like to introduce you is the most popular Japanese choral composer of our time, Takatomi Nobunaga. He never went to music school for becoming a composer. He's a purely self-taught musician, but he's very prolific and versatile, composes all types of choral music for male, female, mixed, and children's voices, from simple songs to serious works, operas, and instrumental music. Tinsagunu Hana is a piece set on a nursery rhyme from Okinawa, a southern island in Japan. The text is in the local language, so the meaning of words are a little different from standard Japanese, but all the letters are read in the same way. There are mixed and equal voice versions. Today, we'd like to introduce you a recording by a children's choir. Please listen to a performance by Sakura Junior Choir from the link in the comment box. There are a couple of letters without sound in Japanese alphabets. This letter, which looks like a cat paw, reads tsu when it's written in a regular size. But when it's written in half size like this, it becomes a soundless letter. So this letter has no sound, but you need to make a hopping rhythm like a staccato. For example, kako in 2 beats, it means past. If there is a small tsu letter in between ka and ko, then it will read kakko in 3 beats, kakko. Another example, Kit Kat in English is 2 syllables, 2 beats, Kit Kat. In Japanese, the rhythm is kitokatto, and there are 2 small tsu letters for the staccato. When this small two letter appears in the music, the composer usually uses a staccato or a rest. If there is no rest or staccato written, the singers are expected to sing this note like a staccato. The next phonetic rule is devoicing of some vowels. When you speak, these vowels after S or K consonants are sometimes omitted. For example, when you say coffee ski, which means do you like coffee? The U vowel for su is omitted. So instead of suki, it becomes ski. Or if I say Tomoko desu, which means I'm Tomoko, the last U sound for desu is omitted. Or if you say Toruko aisu, which means Turkish ice cream, the last U vowel is usually omitted and it becomes ice. But in singing, this is actually simple because the composer tells you if you should sing this letter with vowel or not. If there is a note, you should sing it with vowel. In the beginning of the next song, if I hear a voice, there's a text that goes kiku nara, and in speaking, this E vowel of kiku drops. But here the composer is giving a note for ki, so we should sing this note as ki. This piece, If I Hear a Voice, is from a suite titled Far Away, also composed by Takatomi Nobunaga. This piece is written half in Japanese and half in English, so it may be a good piece to work on if your singers are familiar with English language. The recording we are introducing here is a performance by an Indonesian choir, Infinito Singers. Please listen to their performance from the link in the comment box. Nobunaga is also known for mixing pop music style with classic music style. These songs are fun to sing for the singers and are often chosen for concert repertoire. There are mixed male and female versions, and today we'd like to introduce you to a video JCA made in 2020 as part of Mother's Chorus project. More than 1,600 singers sent their recording during the pandemic, and it was compiled into this recording. Please listen to their performance from the link in the comment box. As in many other languages, some speech sounds change depending on the environment. For example, N sound, can change to M sound, if it is natural to make the following sound. Another unique change of sound is that ga, gi, gu, ge, go becomes nga, ngi, ngu, nge, ngo when they appear after other letters or syllables in a word. So, if it's goma, it starts with go, but when we say mango, go becomes ngo. This nga, ngi, ngu, nge, ngo sounds are almost lost in spoken language these days, but it's observed in singing because it is considered more proper pronunciation. Hideki Chihara is also a composer especially favored by young choirs. He was taught by Michio Mamiya and is known for a unique style of combining Japanese traditional music and traditional arts with Western music such as Christian sacred songs. His most popular work is titled Oratio. It is an interesting piece referring to a forgotten Gregorian chant, O Gloriosa Domino. Chihara was also commissioned a compulsory piece for a Guido d'Arezzo competition in 1996. The piece he composed is titled Shizu Uta, This was written in Romanized characters only. The piece we are introducing today, Yomosugara, meaning all through the night, is a piece set to text from classical literature. Here you see nga in the middle of the word, so it should read nga instead of ga. Please listen to a recording of a performance by 2015 Asia Pacific Youth Choir from the link in the comment box. Let me briefly touch upon onomatopoeia in Japanese. We have onomatopoeia that describe specific sounds like wan wan for dog barks and nya for cat meowing. You notice there is a letter that looks like minus symbol here where it says nya. This is the same as yumuşak in Turkish. You need to prolong the vowel before this symbol. So when the first beat is nya, it becomes nya, like 2 beats with this minus symbol. We also have mimetic words that do not sound like a noise, but describes emotion or a state of something, such as waku waku for getting excited, or pika pika that describes something shiny. The next song we introduce uses a vivid, lively tone of onomatopoeia in a song for children. The composer is the icon of Japanese contemporary choral music, Akira Miyoshi. Miyoshi is probably the most influential choral composer we had in Japan in the past 100 years. He started winning composition competitions when he was a student of French literature. Then he studied music in France and was influenced by modern French music. His works are loved for colorful harmony and elaborate development of motives. He uses a lot of irregular meters, but as you sing, you realize that those rhythms perfectly match the diction and intonation of Japanese language. The next piece, Ebi ga haneta yo, which means prawns jumped, is from a suite for children's chorus titled Hikari no Torimichi, which means Pathway of Light. The entire suite is a masterpiece of children's choral works. In this song, you hear an onomatopoeia, pipin, many times. This sound describes the slashy, bouncy liveliness of fresh prawns jumping into the air. Please listen to a performance by Hamamatsu Kinderchor in Japan from the link in the comment box. This suite is also performed by adult choirs, but when children sing Miyoshi's works, the bright color of children's voices make the music shine even more. Another aspect that makes Miyoshi's music attractive is that his melody lines and harmonies match the intonation of Japanese language very well. In Japanese language, we don't have stress like English. For example, when you read my name, Tomoko Yokoyama, in English style, it sounds like Tomoko Yokoyama because in English, you need to put stress somewhere in each word. So you push the syllable to put stress. But we don't do that in Japanese. You should put equal stress to all syllables. Please don't push. Instead, we change the pitch of syllables. For example, if you say ame, a is higher than me, and then me is lower. If you say me higher, like ame, it means candy or lollipop. Likewise, if you say hashi, it means chopsticks. If you want to say bridge, you need to raise the pitch of shi, and it sounds hashi. When Japanese composers write a song, they are mindful of these ups and downs of the pitch accent. As we sing, we can feel that from the music, and Miyoshi was especially good at that. Akira Miyoshi also composed many choral works with gorgeous piano accompaniment. Today, we'd like to introduce you to one of his works with two pianos, Poetic Cantata Umi. It's a big piece and you need two very good pianists, but it is a piece still loved especially by young choirs of advanced level. Umi means ocean, and you can picture ocean as you listen. Please listen to a performance by Choir OMP in Japan from the link in the comment box. Miyoshi was so influential in Japanese choral scene so that we even have a music symbol called Miyoshi accent. But of course, his major influence was through many composers taught by Miyoshi. The next composer we'd like to introduce you, Toyotaka Tsuchida, is a composer who was taught by a composer taught by Miyoshi. In the end, we'd like to introduce you a piece that we sang together with the audience at World Symposium on Choral Music, Istanbul 2023. Please listen to Tsuchida's Harukaze, Der Frühlingswind, performed by Batavia Madrigal singers when they became the winner of European Grand Prix last year. This song, Furusato, is a piece originally written for songbooks for primary schools 100 years ago. Since then, it became a song everyone in Japan knows. It sings about nostalgia and love for the hometown from childhood. The version we are introducing to you today was arranged by Takatomi Nobunaga into chorus in Japanese and Ukrainian with Wish for Peace. It was performed by JCA Youth Choir at Nagasaki Peace Park in March last year, and the recording was posted for IFCM Sing for Peace project for World Choral Day 2022. Please listen to their performance from the link in the comment box. The sheet music is free downloadable from JCA website, so please feel free to download it and sing it with your choir. Now that you know how to sing Japanese songs, we hope you find many more great works of Japanese composers and sing them with your choirs in the future performances. Thank you.